Hi, welcome to Accelerating Interactive Solutions Deployment with Intel. I'm Tom Lasiter, and I'm Director of Hospitality Americas within our Retail Banking, Hospitality, and Education Division. First off, I want to thank the Intuiface team, Jeff, Kurt, and the rest of the team for inviting us to present. We love working with them and are happy to be here to share what we're up to with you, and hopefully we can find areas that we can collaborate on with you. And with that, I'd like to take a look at and give you a brief introduction to our Retail Banking, Hospitality, and Education group. This is a team that focuses on, within Intel, on what I would consider to be interactive, intelligent solutions that go into a multitude of verticals: banking, education, retail, and of course, hospitality, also restaurants, transportation venues, ticketing venues for entertainment or amusement parks, uh, public signage, digital out-of-home signage. Um, those are the types of devices in the ecosystem that we're looking to help you develop and deploy your solutions in. Um, Here are some of the solution sets. We're not limited to this, but here are some of the most prevalent. Uh, Interactive banking kiosk, wayfinding, train station ticketing, outdoor public kiosks, whether it's informational or whether it's interactive and transactional, payment kiosks, mobile point of sale solutions, um, digital menu boards, video walls, collaboration systems, or visual data devices. These are all the types of solutions that we're focused on within RBHE, Retail Banking, Hospitality, and Education, to help you get to market with, either from a uh, technology development or potentially third-party collaborations, much like what we're doing with IntuifaceVirtualCon2020. But then also we have some co-marketing programs that we'd like to introduce at the end. Right now, we're in unprecedented times, and we all know this. There were a couple of things that we see that are actually being accelerated, and there's something that we collectively think that are worth looking at, and that's the adoption of unattended services. This basically meets the requirement of reducing contact or creating a contactless, uh, frictionless customer or guest experience. So with these unattended services that you're offering, that might include self-service kiosks, ticketing, um, quick serve restaurant ordering, hotel check-in, check-out, but then also things like highly interactive signage. So, we want the signage to become more aware of the guest, the customer that's in front of it, and then have it become a more interactive system. And Intuiface is a beautiful solution for that. We're also seeing what we call our location-based systems, something that would mount on the wall or stand on a pedestal at a location, also start to integrate with a customer or guest or a service employee's mobile device. And one of the ways to do this is with QR codes and web triggers so that we can create joint sessions. And then now we use the mobile device as the input device. We also share confidential information on it. Maybe it's your hotel room number that you're going to use your phone for an electronic key to gain access to. Not something you'd want to have be visible widely. And then also as a payment device as well. So by integrating with the location on the wall or on a pedestal, kiosk or signage type interactive device with a mobile phone, we've increased the capability of both, and it's utilizing a model that people are becoming more and more adept at using and more amenable to using across all age ranges. Also, with integrating a mobile device, particularly if you were able to uh, have a, a loyalty application loaded on the device, then it also creates some proximity awareness for the property. And one of the things that we're really looking to do is to create a smart property, an intelligent and interactive property. So we can look at the point solutions, but then ideally we'd like to be able to create really an interactive experience for the customer and the guest with the different systems and devices. And one of the things that we're seeing very, very predominantly being deployed is really AI on every device. And I wanted to go into one of the ways that we're enabling that, and we've done some joint work with IntuifaceVirtualCon on this as well, and that's with our Intel distribution of Openvino. Openvino is a convolutional neural network optimizer that targets our hardware, CPU, GPU. We can also target VPUs and FPGAs depending on the workload and the types of models that you're running. We can enable you seamlessly to target each of these different components. Or, as I stated to begin with, you can run it just directly on the CPU or the GPU if the horsepower is available. And what does this enable? This enables you to deploy more personalized, more convenient experiences with your interactive solutions. We also enable you to provide compatibility with your existing system and manage it, enable those new use cases or enhance your existing use cases and more quickly get them into market and revenue for you and to better enable the improved customer and guest experience. And one of the exciting things that we've done with IntuifaceVirtualCon is we've collaborated on a native integration of Openvino into IntuifaceVirtualCon Composer. So some of the more basic functions, the models, the AI models that are available with Openvino, they're literally a drop-down menu selection away from being enabled in your IntuifaceVirtualCon application. I really can't think of a way to where we could make it much easier, much more seamless to integrate AI into your interactive application. And we're actually really excited about that and looking forward to working with you on these solutions. Again, let me hit on Openvino and exactly what it is. So it's not the AI model, but it's a model optimizer. And so what we do is we'll take, as an example, anonymous audience analytics, and that model, when it's deployed onto your Intel-based hardware, we highly optimize it as it gets deployed onto the solution. So, in many cases, you may be able to run AI solutions directly on the hardware that you already have. In some cases, it may require, perhaps a CPU or GPU upgrade, but in many cases for client device, single camera use cases, what we find is many, many times this will run quite well directly on the CPU. And we have more information available in the links here. So that's enabling your development and speeding your development time to deployment. One of the other things that we have at Intel is what we call our Intel Solutions Alliance. And here we're very directly trying to help you accelerate your business. We have over 6,000 solutions in our Intel Solutions Alliance or ISA program. We have 500 IoT companies, some with multiple solutions in the program. It's a global program. We can target things regionally or globally, depending on what's best and best for you. And then with that, we also have newsletters. We have an Insight.tech publication. We have highlights that go out to a fairly broad base of Intel customers and people that are interested in Intel technologies being deployed. A couple of the specific programs that we have that I think may be of interest to you are our AI in production program. So if you're using, as an example, the IntuiFace native Openvino integration, you may qualify and you may be interested in taking advantage of the AI in production program. We have an RFP ready kit or RRK program. So if you develop a solution which then typically would get integrated into a larger solution, the RRK program may be a great fit. Our Market Ready Solutions program or MRS program is very popular, and that's for more standalone solutions. Please take a look at this. It's a great opportunity, and most of our partners very much enjoy working with it. And then in some cases, we also have what we call a retail visual specialist program as well. But these are all ways that at Intel, we're looking to help you accelerate deployment of your solutions, solving customer problems, enhancing the guest experiences, generating incremental revenues or saving operational costs for the operators, and getting down to business as fast and quickly as we can. We're out to help you do that. And so with that, I'd like to thank you. And please, if you have questions, enter your questions and we'll do our best to answer them for you. And we can take those offline as needed. And again, thank you very much. And Jeff, I'll hand it back over to you. Thank you very much.